totally not prepared. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm not prepared. I thought I was prepared, and now I'm not. Okay, so first of all, we're here
Hello.
at Miriam's house.
Everybody made it, you guys. All the flights were so good.
All the flights were great. We're a little early this morning. We're going a little early because we have to end a little early today because we have our slummit, which is our idea of a summit, but we're slumming it.
You can
to
tell.
the summit.
Like I'm in
This
sweats.
is what we're doing. This is how we roll. First of all, I need to tell you guys about this book. I need to tell you about this book. Look, I have it in my hand.
I know.
Today. I'm holding
I gave her all the props.
It's a natural path to pet health. It's by our friend and sponsor of the show, Dennis Black, naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black. Great book. He has spent decades trying to get dogs and cats to live healthier lives. You guys, great book. It has like over 35 recipes in it. It's just chock full, and look, there's color pictures, all sorts of stuff. I like the pictures of books. Somebody's gonna ask us a question about books today. I'm gonna be like, I like the pictures.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, it feels like you have a trusted expert telling you everything you need to know about having your pet live longer. He is the expert at that. Plus, you can get your free Jumpstart bag. This guy. You can get that. Just pay for shipping. Check out Dr. Black's new book. Get this. Visit ruffgreens.com/book. Purchase your copy today. That's ruffgreens.com/book. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So we promised today that it was going to be Q&A day because there was no time for us yesterday to pay attention to any news except for the fact that we know the government is open. Yay!
Right.
Yay! It's open. And apparently there were 6 Democrats who helped get the House over the line. There were 2 Republicans that said no, Thomas Massey and
You're asking me to do that. I'm trying to find the questions. I lost the questions. So hold on, I'll get there.
It was Thomas Massey and like I think somebody from Florida. Somebody in our comments probably knows because you guys probably all know more news today than we do. I mean,
yeah,
legit.
I didn't pay attention to anything yesterday. I know I made it here, so I was like, yay, this is fantastic. Okay, I got
so there is expected to be, it's not like when the government opens and there's just like snap your fingers and everything is great again. There's going to be some hiccups still today with travel, and
I think there's going to be hiccups for a while.
Yeah, I do too.
I think because this is the government we're talking about.
Exactly.
It's going to take them a while. It's like getting stuff moving again. An object at rest stays at rest, and it's like they got to get moving again. So it's going to take a little while.
Why is somebody asking if I forgot to pay the heat bill?
Because you've got like a total zip up, and we look like we're cold. It's a little bit chilly here, you guys.
In the mornings, yeah, but by today it'll
chilly.
be like almost 70. It'll feel really, really nice.
Right.
Anyway, all right. So it's Q&A day, and we're only gonna be on for 45 minutes. We're gonna get to as much as we can. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So, when is the next meet and greet? Where is it, and how do we sign up? That's gonna be April 25th, right? It's gonna be in Fort Worth, Texas. We do not have signups yet. Do not buy tickets.
You can't.
For anything. Well, you can't buy tickets, but do not buy plane tickets. Don't do any of that stuff until you actually have a ticket, like in your possession, which will not go on sale until like next month. So just like calm your tits. All right, everybody calm down. All right, but it's going to happen. We have been so busy and life has happened, and we just don't want to deal with that until next month. We want to wait until after Thanksgiving, you guys. Just let us have Thanksgiving and take a beat, and then we'll get to that. We'll have plenty of time
in December.
We'll have plenty of time.
Oh, and by the way, if you are a Locals supporter or a Facebook insider, you will have first dibs on ticket sales, and most likely they will sell out to those 2 groups. I mean, that's just how it's worked.
That usually is
so.
How it
if
works.
you want to come, then at least consider joining one of those groups, at least temporarily, so you can get a chance for tickets.
And you're going to want to stay in it because the people are awesome.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What happened with producer Rob from the WIBC show?
I mean, we both left radio.
Right. I left first. You stayed there for another year. And he was our producer. So it's like he wasn't a chick.
Right.
So I wasn't going to put him in my pocket and take it with me. You know what I mean?
I mean, we still keep in touch, very rarely, but like we do, you know, every now and then.
He's married with a baby, and we keep in touch. We keep in touch with like a lot of the guys from WIBC. We loved our time there. It was great. It was like almost 10 years of being at a frat house.
Yes.
It's freaking awesome, that job. So we keep in touch with them, and they're doing well. How long did it take for you guys to know that you were each other's person?
I love this question so much. It was instantaneous from the standpoint of when I interviewed her for the first time for a job at my company. Like I clicked with her on the phone, but it was an interview. I didn't see, I didn't see her. We weren't like talking face to face, but I mean, I knew she was great. And then the following year, when I realized that she actually grew up with my husband, which is a whole story that you need to go and listen to episode 22. And actually Valen is going to make this a clickable link. It's episode 22. You can look it up on Spreaker. That is the whole long, detailed story of how we met.
Serendipitous story.
So check that out. But the short version is when I recognized that we had something in common in that she knew my husband and grew up with him, I sent her a message, girly screaming about, oh my God, this is so crazy, like such a small world. When we met face to face, I knew instantaneously that I needed to be her best friend. She needed to be my best friend. And I stalked the shit out of her, you guys.
She did. She was a little joy.
I was. I looked up her blog. She had a blog at the time. I had a blog at the time. And I read every entry on her blog that existed. I don't even know how much you'd had out there.
I don't remember that.
It was a lot.
I totally don't remember that.
But I remember there were like, she talked about history of the world and Madeline Kahn. She talked about so much stuff that was literally me that I was like, I'm going to make her my best friend, whether she likes it or not.
And I within the first like 10 minutes of meeting her, I was like, she's awesome. Like and she was a little stalky, but then I just submitted. I was like,
she was resigned to her fate.
I just knew there's no way this is not going to happen. So we're going to be best friends. Here we are. Did we just become best friends?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so that's how it worked, you guys. That's how that worked.
For real.
Christine Noons, she sent in, does it bother you that fans think they're friends? For instance, I'll be headed to the Red House in 2026. We'd like to reach out to invite Miriam and hubby to dinner. Is that too much? I think everybody here, I think that's one thing that's very unique about our community is that everybody who meets us, everybody who's here in our community, they do feel like we're all friends. Sometimes, I'm not going to say it's weird sometimes, but sometimes I think people feel like they know us and they don't know us as well as we know each other. So like I get texts from people. I'm like, wait, who is this?
And how do you have my number?
How do you Right, that happens sometimes. But I mean, I think we're different from other shows in the fact that we do have such a tight-knit community and, we're just regular chicks. So we love that. We love the fact that people think that we're their friends. I welcome that.
Totally. But I will say that when it gets to like doing things, it's not that I have a problem with being asked to go out to dinner.
You just don't like to do things.
I just don't like to do
We don't like to do things.
Like I literally never want to leave my house and socializing is a lot for me. Like I know everybody probably thinks, oh, you're outgoing and bubbly blah.
No.
But I don't like it.
No, we have each other's Life 360. Like if you guys know what that is, I have hers and she's on my Life 360 and she has mine, and I still have a teenager in the house. So I'm constantly in the car. I'm constantly going to do things, and I'm out and about and doing all sorts of stuff like that. I don't socialize very much, but I am doing stuff as a mom, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at hers the other day. I'm like, I wonder what Miriam's doing today. I got on Life 360 and I'm like, she hasn't left her house for 55 hours.
That's nothing, man. I can go days without leaving my house.
She just doesn't
days and days.
She doesn't leave her house because she doesn't have to. And listen, if you saw this house and you lived in this house, you wouldn't leave either. Just saying, it's like a resort, you guys. It's true.
I just really love being home. And I don't, and both of us, I think we can both say, we can count the number of close friends we have on like less than a hand.
Right.
And that's how we like it. Like I'm friendly with lots of people, but I don't want or need more close friends. I don't have that kind of energy.
Right.
To expend.
Exactly. Okay. Before I get to the next question, I'm going to tell you about this other thing really quick. I got to tell you about dose.
Let me get your thing.
I got to tell you about dose really quick because it kind of parlays into the next question. But the liver is your hidden hero, okay? It does 500 functions every single day. It filters all the nasty crap out of your body. It's fantastic. I didn't really think about my liver until I went and I had blood work done. And then they were like, your liver is overloaded. And so I think it was AST or ALT. I can't remember. I think it was
bad.
one of the two that was elevated, and I'm like, wait, what stuff's going on with my liver? So then I had to start thinking about it, and I started doing this like every single day. It's a shot. It tastes like super concentrated orange juice. It's really good. There's turmeric and all sorts of wonderful stuff in there, and it's just fantastic. There's zero sugar, no junk, no calories. It's just really, really good for your liver, and it is effective. It's fantastic. So you guys think about trying this out. Give your liver the support it needs. Okay. Head to dosedaily.co. That's what it is, /chicks or enter chicks to get 35% off your first subscription. It's good stuff. It's fantastic stuff. Your body's going to love it. That's dosedaily.co /chicks for 35% off. Okay. And the reason that parlays into this next question, let me see if I get it up. Okay. It says, do you both like to read? And what is your favorite genre? Do you have a favorite book that you would like to reread and would always recommend to anyone? And mine is easy. I literally only read nonfiction. I'm a total dork. I love science books. I love nonfiction. I love books about nutrition and health and fitness and stuff like that. I'm a total dork. And self-help. I like that kind of stuff too. I know it's weird. You probably didn't see that coming. Yeah.
So I don't like any of that at all.
Right.
Except that, grab that book really quick. I just ordered this and cannot wait to read it. And it is nonfiction. And it's from one of the October 7th hostages about their experience. I'm dying to read this. I just ordered it, but I haven't read that yet. But I am like a fiction girl.
Yeah, you got a bunch.
So way up there, like above the teddy bear, is literally an entire row of Jodi Picoult. I don't think I'm saying her name right. I loved her stories until about 3 years ago when she started injecting her own political views into them. And then I was like, why are you doing that? You're turning away so many people who loved your writing. But anyway, I really did enjoy her stuff. And her best book by far is 19 Minutes, which is about a school shooting.
Okay. All right. There's that. I'm trying to find like some of the, okay. What has been your most favorite memorable interview from the show? Least favorite?
So many good ones.
I would say probably we've had so many. Like I look back and I'm like, God, we did that.
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest was Dennis Miller because, you know, I grew up in the 80s and he was on Saturday Night Live. And so that was just cool that we got to interview Dennis Miller. It was really, really neat. And he's great. He was such a nice guy. That was one. And then the other one that was just really cool because she's tangentially related to Martin Luther King is Alveda King. I just think it's really cool that we got to talk to Alveda King.
Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that until you mentioned it the other day.
That was cool.
But I mean, there's been so many great people like Scott Walker when we had him in studio at WIBC. He was cool. So much fun and so regular, really, aggressively normal.
Aggressively normal. Yeah.
But like we've also had other, I guess, influencers. Zuby was amazing. Xavier DeRusso, also amazing. I mean, gosh, we've talked to so many people and I feel bad because I know we're forgetting
totally
so many people that we've loved talking to. Were you with me when we did, or no, it was probably Rob when we talked to the guy that did Chris Hansen. Remember the guy was like, why do you have a seat over here?
Yes.
That was super fun.
Yeah.
There's just been so many, you guys, so many. And we're honored and privileged to have talked to, I mean, Scott Jennings, are you kidding? Like whenever we talk to him, it is such a treat.
It is a treat. Yeah, we're very lucky. We get to talk to some cool people. Shelley's question, what's your favorite Bible verse? If you have a favorite. Mine, I think is it Psalm 46:5? I think that's what it is. God is within her, she will not fail. I think that's mine.
And I'm like a hopeless romantic, so it's always Corinthians for me.
Yeah, the one that people
love is patient, love is kind.
The one at weddings that they always say.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what have been the things that have surprised you most since first starting COTR. Looking back now with all your experience, this is Jana Marie. Is there anything that you would have done differently? Is there any interview that was totally different off camera, and an interview that went completely different than you thought it would? Dan Crenshaw.
That one was not
Dan Crenshaw I hate that one different.
And Rand Paul, the first time we talked to Rand and his wife, it was great. The second time, he was such a stick in the mud.
Yeah, it was hard.
It was
like
hard.
pulling teeth. He wasn't as nice the second time. So
what was the first part? The things that have surprised us, or what
surprised you the most? Well, I didn't expect the stalkers and the weirdos.
Yeah, that's true.
We've gotten some weirdos over the past almost 20 years. We've had to put 2 guys in jail. we've had some interesting run-ins. I think when we were on the radio, it's interesting because we worked with a bunch of dudes, and it's funny, not funny, haha, but funny how they, the weirdos will come after the women. Not to pull the sexist card, but it is kind of bizarre how their ire was directed at us, and
we're
not
just easier targets. I
yeah,
guess.
we are easier targets. And so we had to deal with that a lot more than the guys did. Like, there was a bomb threat called into our radio station, and it was because of us. And we're like, what did we do?
I know, that was, and it was when we were on the air, and that was crazy.
It was just the craziest thing. Like, all sorts stuff like that is surprising because you just don't expect that. You're like, we're gonna be on the radio, it's gonna be so fun, and then you go, and then you're like, what? We have to leave now?
Wait, people want to kill us?
Why? We're actually delightful. Yeah, so that was kind of weird. Let me see. Somebody asked about Thomas's funeral. Valerie asked, was it online? Would you mind sharing it?
We didn't stream it. The only thing that is available, so to speak, is the slideshow that was showing the entire time that we were there. It's a half an hour long, and it's literally just pictures and video clips of him and our family and like people who loved him. And I could post that. I mean, I don't know why people would want to see it necessarily. I could post it on our insider and supporters group, but the actual service we did not record. Okay. So
if you could go, this is from Lynn Vandentop. If you can go anywhere in the world on a dream vacation, where would you go? I personally would get in an RV, and I wouldn't go anywhere outside of the country. I would just travel across this beautiful country of ours and see all the places that I haven't seen. Like, I've never been to the Grand Canyon, and I'd love to go. Isn't that a travesty? I'd love to just get in like a Mac Daddy RV, pile my dogs in it, and just
you could do that.
I mean, literally go for but I'd want to travel for like a month and just get in it and just leisurely see all the beautiful places in this awesome country of ours. That's what I'd want to do.
She is finally going to Hawaii. That's like the farthest place she's ever been.
I'm supposed to go to Hawaii. Well, I've been to like Jamaica and Mexico and places like that, but I've never been to Europe. But I really don't have a desire to do that. I know that is weird to say out loud. Everybody's like, oh, you should want to go to Europe. You should want to travel all over the world. I just have never been that person that gives a shit about that. I know that's weird. It's weird. Like, she's been all over the world, and she's lived. I just don't, I'm the antithesis of that. I just want to see my country. And so I know you probably want to go to like someplace.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's because I got all of our traveling kind of out of the way. I mean, I was in Japan from the time I was 18 until I was 20. I've been to Australia. I've been everywhere. And now I don't want to go anywhere ever.
Yeah, just I'm not a big travel person.
We thought, because it's my 25th wedding anniversary next week. And so we thought, this is a big deal. Like, you're supposed to take an amazing trip. You're supposed to do something like huge. And I was like, I don't want to. Maybe so we're just literally driving an hour and a half to Charleston for a couple days. That's it.
Like, just do that. Totally do that. Let's see. Someone was okay. Here's something. This is from Shelley. What are each of your t-shirt sizes and favorite colors? Also, I know Amy Jo was a cheerleader in high school, but what about you, Miriam? Were you? Choir. She was the show choir girl. I was a cheerleader. And then when it comes to colors, what's your favorite color? What would your favorite
for a t-shirt?
Just what's your favorite color in general?
I don't know that I have one. I like a lot of colors. I don't know. That's just always been a weird question for me. But I do like the blue family.
Yeah.
And we're both mediums. Like, we like, unless it's like a woman's t-shirt, which always comes way too small. I just want everything loose. And
I'm an autumn.
comfy.
I like autumn colors, if that makes any sense. Let's see. I graduated this is from Heather Hunt. I graduated about the same time as Daisy, 1988, 89,
87.
What is something you loved about our 80s high school experience that you're sad your kids won't experience? No phones, no social media. I'm just sad for them that they don't experience that. Plus, I hate the fact that they don't get to experience good music and good movies.
That is 100%.
Because I'm such a music person, and like, I just think the music now sucks. And the movies are terrible. And we had great both of those things. And it was a different time. And it was innocent. And people were wonderful and good to each other. And we just don't.
The social media thing, for sure.
It has ruined civilization. It absolutely has. Helen, if you guys are in a pinch for a co-host, would you ever consider a longtime follower that you know and trust You've promoted a couple of moderators, I think, on your page. Would that ever be an option? I think it might be fun to see that. No. And the reason is that we take our job seriously. I know that we get on, we're like, I cut up and everything, but we both were in the corporate world for many years before we got into radio, and we considered radio. I mean, we were broadcasters. A lot of people who do podcasting, not saying that we're not trying to belittle what they do, but we were in broadcasting. We were broadcasters. And so it takes time and skill to learn how to do that. And so it's not like something that you just turn it on and you know how to do that. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes before we get on the air and we do this. And there's preparation. We get up very early. We work, 12-hour days. It's not like we just turn it on and we just start talking about stuff. There's preparation for the show, and there's skill involved, I think.
For sure. And then the most important thing is that there's chemistry that you need.
Right.
And so we've had fill-ins, as you know, we've had Corinne, we've had Chad, and that is great because they come from this world. They understand what it is that we do and how it has to happen.
Yeah.
But like someone, even as our followers are great, and we've met some of you in person and think you're absolutely amazing, we don't know what you would be like, and we cannot risk that.
Right.
Like in a live show,
Yeah.
we can't just all of a sudden risk, like, are we going to jive with this person? It would just be really hard and really scary.
Yeah.
So no offense, but like,
no,
we just
not
would
trying to offend anybody. It's just that's exactly. It's like if I went to your job, could I do your job? Could I just walk into like some job that I have no background in doing and be like, hey, I'm just going to show up and be an accountant today?
That's the problem. I think people just think, oh, you just
talk.
Right.
Yeah. So anybody can talk. It's like, well, there's a little bit more to it than that. So yeah.
Let's talk about Ridge really fast.
Let's talk about Ridge.
This is a good present.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm like, where is it on your desk? All right. This is it. It's like a very skinny. We should
I'll take it out.
Take it out of the thing. Right. Because if you have an obese wallet, do you remember?
This is it.
Do you remember what George Costanza? It is very skinny.
It's
George
so
Costanza
skinny.
from Seinfeld, he had that fat wallet. This is a very unique, slim, modern wallet. It's a great Christmas present, you
holds
guys.
all the things like that.
It's 10% lighter, the 2.0.
It weighs nothing. It literally is air.
And it also has a tracker on it. It has the Ridge tracker card, so you always know exactly where it is, which would be my thing if I were a dude.
Totally.
I need to get it for myself. Can a woman carry that? Because I totally need. I'm constantly losing my keys and everything else. It's so great. It's made with aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber. It's really cool. It's very, very cool. It's a great gift for like the man in your life, your son, whatever. So for a limited time, they're having their huge Black Friday sale. Everything is going to be Black Friday, you guys, in the next couple weeks. Head to ridge.com/chicks. Get up to 47% off your order. This is like one of the biggest discounts they've given all year. So that's ridge.com/chicks. for up to 47% off.
And they have other products too. There's like a cool little keychain thing, and like it's nice stuff. It's great stuff for dudes.
All sorts of cool stuff. Okay, what else we got? In honor of this is from Esther Garza. In honor of Charlie Kirk, what would y'all like your legacy to be? How would y'all like to be remembered? My immediate thought: horse shorts. I would say that it would be, for me, your mileage may vary. It would be our community, because that's something that's very unique to us, because a lot of the other people out there that do what we do, they don't have the community that we have. And we built that. And I'm very, very proud of that.
After just having to write a eulogy, I've given this a lot of thought, but I don't think my answer has changed, because I remember being asked this on the radio too, like, how do you want to be remembered? And I think I answered then, and I would say even still today, I want to be remembered as someone who brought joy.
Yeah.
So that's what I want the legacy to be, that I brought joy.
Mm-hmm. And I think that we try to do that. I think we try to, that's another thing that sets us apart, is that we don't just get on here. It's hard to do some days because the news cycle can be really crappy.
For real.
But we try to make it as fun as we can make it. And we try to make our community as fun as it can be. And I think everybody supports everybody and prays for everybody, and there's camaraderie there. And that is fun. That makes it fun for people. And so when you have to deal with crappy news, they're like, okay, well, we're in this together.
Yeah.
And so that's a
and
good
even
thing.
when we cry, like during the show,
right,
like we're still gonna figure out a way to, at the end, we're gonna get the smiles.
We're gonna give you a cat talk. You know, we're gonna give you some dog slapping somebody.
That's exactly
It's gonna be great. Let's see. Okay, I'm a daily listener and have been watching you guys for years. This is from Suzanne. Do you guys still keep in touch with your former writers?
One of them.
We keep in touch with one of them. The other ones haven't. We just have not really. They kind of went on their merry way. Yeah. I think one of them went to Breitbart. She doesn't really keep in touch with us. And then,
I mean, we do have current writers that obviously are still writing for the website.
That's true.
Yeah, who we're in touch with. But
right. But then the one, Ashley, she's married, has 3 kids, and she totally keeps in touch with us.
Yeah.
And her little family.
She went by Kimber.
Yeah, absolutely darling family. Just precious. Mm-hmm. So, and I think she just had another baby. Daily process for each show. It's
literally just scouring Twitter
all day,
every day.
Yeah, all day, every day. And it kind of depends on what the day is. Like there's just different stuff going on, but there's it's nonstop. I mean, we don't unplug. I think everybody thinks we turn, like we just eat bonbons all day. And right. We just turn on the
show's
camera.
done at 9:30 and they're going back to bed. That's
right. It's not how it works. And then we have a team of people. Like we're meeting with them today. That's one of the reasons that we're out of here.
And look.
It's yeah, can you see? There's
Val and Maisie.
She's here. Yeah, I mean, like we have a team of people. We have a digital team. We've got our producer Valen, who's completely amazing. And then we've got we've like how many people are here? There's Spencer, there's
Kobe. I mean, there's a lot of people that make this all happen.
Right. There's so many people.
You did.
There's a lot of weirdness, but there's a lot of people that help us out and that make stuff happen behind the scenes that are integral to this doing what it does. Mm-hmm. So we're not the only ones. I know it doesn't look very professional sometimes. But that's because of us, not them.
Totally. Oh my God.
Nothing to do with
the only reason that anything works ever is because of
them.
The team.
Yeah, totally. Okay. We already answered the question about liking each other right away.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Gay asked the question, just curious, what does Ron do for work? I know Daisy's husband is retired from pharmaceuticals. That's right. He worked in diabetes and he actually pushed Wegovy out, if anybody knows what Wegovy is. But I guess I have never heard what Mock's husband does. He is a male prostitute.
You can find him on OnlyFans.
Right. That's what Ron does.
That's fake news, you guys.
Really?
Don't run with that. He actually had a very interesting career when I met him in IndyCar racing. So he was one of the guys that jumps over the wall during the Indy 500 and changes a tire real fast. That was what he did for many, 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 many years. And it's why I got to travel the world, is because he was traveling the world with IndyCar. And now for the last, I want to say 13 plus years, he has been in IT sales working for a CEO that was the dad of one of the drivers. So that's kind of how that all worked.
Okay.
Not as exciting of a job, which he's the first to admit.
But it's better on his back.
Yes. And he's home.
Yeah.
So
Judy McComb, something a parent would say that you think of often. I think
something a parent would say. I don't have anything that I think of often that they say.
I mean, my mom is the one who imparted the wisdom on me. I don't really talk about my dad much. But my mom was always like, you just do like whatever you do you. My mom always, her influence on me was you can do anything you want to do. You just put your mind to it. And like I would walk on hot coals and she would be like, it's fine, you're gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like I've always been a risk taker because of my mother, and I'm very grateful for that, because there's a lot of crap that I've done that I've fallen down and I've gotten back up, and she's like, you're gonna be fine, sweetie, you just keep going. So I'm really grateful that she made me into a risk taker, because I think that that's one of the reasons that we have Chicks on the Right, is because I'm one of those people. I'm like, we should totally do this. And then I dragged her ass into it.
Just like she did the marathon or the half marathon.
I think it made me entrepreneurial, and I'm grateful for that. And I owe a lot of that to my mom.
I don't have, if it means like, is there a saying that like your parents say a lot that sticks with, everything my parents have ever said, I love. You know what I mean? We're very, very close. But there's not like a specific saying.
Yeah. Something in Polish. Is there anything in Polish that they say?
I mean, they say everything in Polish, but like nothing that's like a saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is the most this is from Autumn. What is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? And then when you were kids, what did you want to be when you grew up? Those are two very good questions. So I literally have lived my life spontaneously. So I can't think of any one particular thing that I've done. Like I'm one of those people throughout my young life, I would get up and move and just move to a different city because I was like, I'm sick of the city. I'm going to move to Chicago or whatever. And just like, and I'll find a job when I get there. That's literally how I lived my life when I was younger. I'm a little more cautious now that I have children, but I've always been spontaneous and risk takey.
I have not. I can't think of a single thing that's been super
I think Valen is laughing.
Like,
she's laughing. We're kind of the opposite of that. But I will say, like, but she is like,
I'm down to clown.
She is, but she's one of those, I've had to drag her kicking and screaming to do some things. And I think that together we're such a perfect team because she is, I'm going to stay at a place and get the gold watch kind of a person. I am like, let's jump off the cliff. That's me. Yeah. I'm that person. And so together we're such an incredible team because there have been times where I'm like, maybe we should do this. And she's like, I don't know if that's such a great idea, Daisy. And I'm like, it's an incredible idea. Come on, grab my hand. We're like Thelma and Louise, and I'm the one like, let's go off the cliff. And she's like, I don't think that's smart. And I'm like, come on. And so together it's good because we bounce things off of each other. And sometimes I can be a little crazy and she's not. And so it works. It works for us. But then when it says when you were kids, what did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to be?
I absolutely was sure that I was going to be a pop star.
Really?
That lasted until I was like, I don't know, probably in high school. And then when I got to high school, I was like, that's crazy. And that happens to approximately 7 people. And that's not going to work for me. But I always dreamed about it. Like I was the hairbrush in the hand, singing on top of my bed. Like I was that girl.
That's so interesting. I wanted to either be a pianist because I played piano growing up, or you guys remember Joan Emery? Was her name Joan Emery? I think that was that chick that used to go on Johnny Carson and had all the animals. Do you remember her?
Oh, I mean, I don't remember her name. I remember there was a guy that brought animals all the time.
But there was a woman that did it. She had like blonde hair. She used to go on Johnny Carson. I was like, I totally want that job.
That would be amazing.
Right? Just taking animals on a show and like having monkeys and like,
oh my
God,
like, are you joking? That would be like the ideal job.
I thought that would be a cool job, is to just show people animals on talk shows. That's what I wanted to do. And I don't do that. So what's the craziest thing you've ever done? This is Natalie, to get a guy's attention, or the craziest thing a guy's ever done to get your attention?
I have been married my entire adult life, so this is not a thing.
I have not done anything crazy to get a guy's attention, but there was my very first boyfriend. It was so illegal, but he ended up moving. He was a hockey player, very hot, but he moved to Michigan. And before he moved, I used to drive to school. I was like 16 or 17. I used to drive to school every day, and there was a overpass. He spray painted my name on the overpass before he moved.
Oh my gosh.
And so Amy Jo it was so illegal. And it was there. And so I saw it until like I guess the Department of Transportation painted over it. But my name was on the overpass. And I was like, all right, yeah. He ended up getting married and having a kid like really soon after that. But anyways, I thought that was definitely a way to get my attention.
Talk about Webroot really fast.
Okay, Webroot. You guys, really quick. If you are not protecting yourself on the web, you need to be doing that. You need to be doing it, especially with all the cybercrime during the holidays.
It gets bad.
You look so tall compared to me.
Sorry, I'm on a 6-inch cushion just to be like sort of at her same level.
It's so funny. Okay, but listen, cybercrime is spiking during the holidays. You got to make sure that you're protected and your family's protected. Like if you have elderly parents, make sure that they are too, and kids. And Webroot does that. They're the ones that all the professionals use. Okay, it's an all-in-one product. They have antivirus, identity protection, VPN, backup, all sorts of stuff. And this is a really great offer right now. You can protect yourself and your family this holiday season, 60% off. 60.
Best deal ever.
It's really great. It's for a limited time, okay? But only with the URL that I'm about to give you. It's webroot.com/chicks, okay? You got to do that, you guys, because right now is the time. It's like I always freak out about it because every time I see like your all the malware stuff and everything, it's gone down. You got to make sure that you have Webroot because they are the ones, and you can protect toddlers because they'll steal like
They
your
have social
toddler's
security numbers.
Right.
That's why you have to.
They'll steal their information. So do it. Go to webroot.com/chicks. Do it. Okay. Laura wants to know what our workout routine is because both of us.
I haven't had one in so long because of my stupid freaking knee. But now, I'm walking, and that to me is like
that's a great
that's
workout.
a big deal.
That's a great workout. I'll walk with a weighted vest because I have really bad osteoporosis. So highly recommend to anybody in our age group, especially women, get yourself like a 12-pound weighted vest and walk with it. I'll walk on a treadmill. And then, a couple times a week, I'll lift weights. I lift. And it's, I just do whatever. So that's that. That's my workout. Woo! Let me see. What else do we have on here?
I'm going to look through here for the live ones.
Are there any live ones?
I haven't been looking, but I'm just trying to look.
Favorite
Favorite rock band?
It used to be the Foo Fighters for me. I really, really love the Foo Fighters, but I'm a Led Zeppelin girl. I love Led Zeppelin. I love classic rock. I love it. So.
Robbie Williams. Everybody knows that already. It's Robbie Williams. There will never be another.
Yeah.
It's not a band, but, performer.
Here's another one from Natalie. When things are overwhelming, what is something you'd like to try to do to unwind and clear your head?
I have a good cry. Really? I mean, every now and then
you just
I need it.
You've done that in the past. Yeah. I just go out and touch grass, and I'd sit and hang out with my cows. Because I just remember that like the world is so much bigger than my office. You know what I mean? It's like I just walk up. So cows are good. Yeah. Good therapy. So that's one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here that I've missed. What are y'all's thoughts on Islam trying to take over America? I think we've been very clear
about that. We've talked about that a lot.
I'm ready for the Crusades.
Has Daisy gone out to see the gators yet? I think it's a little too cold for them right now. I don't expect that people are going to see gators on this particular visit. But
I don't think that's going to happen. How is Jackson handling, this is from Kathy Mills Burns, how is Jackson handling the changes in his life, college, and the loss of his brother? What is he studying in college?
He is studying sports management, and he is a very adaptable, chill guy. So he's good. I mean, he's doing fine. He's adapted.
Yeah,
he's really good at that.
He is very chill. Jax is very chill. Pam asks, we hear you like donuts. I love a good cake donut or an old fashioned. I mean, come on. Coffee was made for donuts, right? What is each of your favorites? We bought some last night.
We did. So back in Indy, there was a place famous called Long's Donuts, and there was nothing like their just plain glazed donut. That's I mean, I am gonna miss that. Indy had some fantastic food.
Yeah,
which I will miss.
They had good bad for you food.
Oh my God, so
really good. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I think good old glazed donuts are like my favorite. Yeah, those are the best. Let me see.
We should probably check the.
I think I have a local. Do I have a locals question?
Yeah, I think there was a question.
I do. Okay, so becoming here we go from Tech Noir. Before becoming the Chicks on the Right, Mock worked in HR, and Daisy was a tech writer, I think. What attracted you to your first career choice? I actually was a medical writer and a tech writer, and I was an adjunct professor. That's what I did before doing Chicks on the Right. And Mock hired me. She was in HR.
And the reason I chose HR, I'm so old that I wanted to I wanted to be in HR as a degree, which of course you can now, but way back when I was in college, they didn't have that as a degree program. And so I did psych thinking that's close enough, but I loved people. I just didn't want to be dealing with their problems in like a psychology way, but I wanted to be like part of the process of hiring people to jobs. Cause I thought, what more fun is there than getting to call someone and saying, you hired? You know what I mean?
That's like the fun part.
That's the fun part. Yeah. And that's what drew me in. But like all the employee relations stuff, hated it.
And I always liked science, and I remember my parents telling me, you need to have a viable skill when you get out of college. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty good at writing. So that's what I did. So I combined the two, and I just became a medical writer. And I also always liked the teaching part. So I did both. I just kind of did that on the side.
So I apologize to anybody who sent Venmos since yesterday's show. I do have them, but I didn't save them for today's show. We just haven't done our normal preparation at all. But we will get to those on Monday for sure, I swear. But we will just recognize the folks that have sent in supers today on locals. Connie MJ says, Mock, you should stay at the Harbor View Inn. It's amazing. We are not staying there. We're staying at a very hoity-toity place in Charleston. Super excited about it, but we'll check that out maybe the next time. You go.
Somebody.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Where?
Oh my God.
Wait, what am I doing?
I don't. Okay.
What are you,
Sorry.
what are you doing?
The screen got so
Okay,
crazy.
so this is what I'm doing right here. Okay, Lori Weens, how did each of you come to know the Lord? I mean, I've been a Christian ever since I was born. So I mean, my mom was Baptist, my dad was Catholic. We were raised in the Presbyterian church, and then I played piano for a Methodist church when I was 14, and I've just been a Christian mutt ever since. I've just always loved Jesus. So there's that.
And this is a gradual process for me, actually, that has happened over time. I don't know that there was like ever a moment where I was like, yeah, I get it now, but it has been a gradual process. My dad is Jewish and my mom is Catholic, and they committed early on that they were just going to let the two girls, me and my sister, figure it out. And in a way, that has been a problem because like when you grow up in faith, it's so easy to just have that knowing and understanding from the get-go. For me, it's been a process, and it's been long, and I feel like I'm still in it, you know?
Yeah. But I think there are moments where you're there. You're more on the side of believing than not.
Totally. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Marcy Perales, happy Thursday, Mock and Daisy. So happy to see you together. We're happy to be together. Have a wonderful time catching up and enjoying each other's company. Much love.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Michael Stellar. Hi, chicks. Great seeing both of you together. My baby Finnegan is 91.5 pounds.
Boy.
He's so big.
Oh my God.
Coda's like 180. So, just saying. Mike Young, hey ladies, are you familiar with Jesse Lee Peterson, and will you have him on the show?
I know who it is.
Who is that?
He's this funny little black man that talks like he talks about race a lot, and in a way that I think all of us appreciate.
That we would, yeah,
for sure.
Okay, all right.
But he's also very, very controversial, and he will just blurt out the most some of the things he says you just cannot believe. I would be open to having him on the show. That's an interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She'll have to look at him more.
I'm sure I'd be down. Yeah. Anastasia 63. I love the original Chiclets. We did too. That, the reason we had to let them go because that's when we were being suppressed by Facebook and we lost revenue. It was
a lot.
It was bad, you guys. Like that's when we almost went under.
Well, it was to the point where we could only pay them and not pay ourselves.
Right.
And we were like, we can't
do
sustain this.
We can't do it. And so we had to let them go. And it was painful because we were on a trajectory going up. And then it was like we went on a really quick trajectory down. And we were really worried at that time. Yeah. It was bad. And that's when people, when they start talking about, conservatives have never been suppressed.
Oh my God. We were the OGs of that.
We were that. And that's exactly what happened. That's why we lost those girls. And so we've lived through it and it was awful. We survived, but man, that was a hard time. It really was. Uriel Gonzalez, Rush Limbaugh inspired many people in media. How much of an influence was he to you all?
Huge.
The GOAT. He was the GOAT.
Huge. I watched him. He is who made me conservative because I used to watch him on TV. And I was just like, he just made so much sense. And and that was post college. And so I don't even know that I didn't think anything about politics in college. But when I started watching him, I was like, I don't know how everybody doesn't listen to this.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
My husband used to listen to him not in college, but his first job, it was like in the early 90s. And he said he would go to his car at lunch and just listen to him. And he's like, he was funny. Like he was just that's when he was kind of just starting out. And
I did that
really
with
popular.
Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
I used to go and listen to Glenn Beck.
And we love Glenn Beck too. I still love Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
He is right now, I think he is probably my favorite in the whole sphere because he's been the one that's taken that top spot, at least to me anyway. Susan Tavernese, what is the most memorable vacation that you two have taken together? Is there one that stands out? We've taken a lot of trips together.
Yeah, we have.
We have taken a lot of trips together. What would be
the most memorable?
I know.
Well, I mean, Costa Rica was amazing.
Yes, I would say.
And that was with some of y'all.
Yeah, I think Costa Rica, it was just beautiful. And that was a great, that's probably one of the best ones that we've taken together. But we've been to a lot of cool places together. All the places we've done meet and greets and we've just,
And we've done Vegas a bunch. I mean,
we have done, oh my God, my 40th birthday in Vegas. That was epic. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Aaron Krieger, seeing you jerk shoulder to shoulder makes my heart so happy. Thanks for sharing your mornings with us. P.S. I've carried a Ridge for years and I love it. So yes, Daisy, chicks can carry them too. They make pink ones. I'm going to have to get a pink one. I got to get a pink one. MT, you guys make me smile. That's it. Well, thank you, MT.
That's so nice.
Decomposing man. Who is the person y'all would call you little scamp?
Missy Jean Michelle.
Yes.
You little scamp. We're still connected.
She's still around. She's just not as active in the community. She's just, she has lots of grandkids and kids, and she's probably spending a lot of time with them. Also, miss y'all telling us to put you in your pocket.
Oh, yeah. Put us in your pocket. We haven't said that in so long.
I know.
And it's because we got in trouble.
We got in trouble for saying it.
Because people were like, no one knows what that means. You need to be more specific about telling people to subscribe to the podcast.
They told us not to say that. Yeah.
Valen's laughing because she knows.
She knows. Teresa Raimundo, I am a technical writer for the U.S. Army now. Still a proud Navy veteran, though. Love you guys. What drives you to do this when creeps turn on you? You just keep doing it. You just don't pay attention to them. It's kind of like we were saying this morning. We're telling Valen that so many people in our comments would be like, you guys are old. Right. And we're like, we know. Thank you for telling us.
This is not an insult. That
right,
and by the way, it's gonna happen to you too.
Yeah, you're gonna get old too, you schmuck. Yeah, get used to it. Mitzi Davis, Mock, since you like fiction, try Charles Martin. His books are great.
Okay.
Oh,
look at Minnesota Solar Baby said, "Are you gonna write a second book, please?"
Oh, of course we are. No,
that sounds like a lot of work.
It does. The first one was a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Because we didn't have a ghostwriter. We did it ourselves, and we did it in 3 months.
That was hard.
We did it in 3 months, and we did it with, with like, I don't know. We had families. I had a really small child. We did it around Christmas time. Do you remember?
Yes.
Our deadline was in January.
Yeah.
That was hell.
It was
not fun.
We have talked about the possibility of doing
a revision.
Yeah, like a second edition, if you will, where it's more updated, but based on the same stuff.
And so never say never. That could happen.
Do you need something?
What happened?
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she doesn't. I think she
just stretched, and I was like, she's sending us a signal.
Is Valen okay? All right, Eric Uphouse. Hello, beautiful chicks. Next time you're in Savannah, Baker's Pride has the best donuts.
We could go on Saturday morning.
We could go because my flight's out of here. We could go to Savannah. Yep. Mike Young, disagreements and agreements on Trump's second term. What are our disagreements and agreements?
With each other? Excuse me, with each other, you mean?
Yeah,
or
like, do you think there's anything he's doing that's crappy?
Well, we've talked about every time he does, we are very open about what like the Chinese students come in, like the fact that he yelled at some of the air traffic control people.
You're not a fan of the 50-year mortge.
I'm not a fan of that. I mean, we say we never keep it a secret.
You and Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is having a heart attack over that, you guys. He's literally having a coronary. One cat lover, Daisy, did you look into Red Seat Ventures thing? Someone brought up the other day. I did a little and found it's not just Megan and Tucker who are clients, but Candace too. Coincidence? Hope so, because love Megan. Red Seat Ventures is on the up and up, you guys. They're totally fine. They actually are they're sort of involved with Fox, and they're totally fine. In fact, our people, they know a lot about Red Seat Ventures, and there's nothing sinister happening there. So I don't know about the whole about that. Yeah, they're fine. Red Sea, they're good guys actually. So if they're involved with Megan and Tucker, I don't know. But the whole Tucker thing, they probably need to get a handle on. But other than that, they're decent people. Yeah. R&M. Glenn Beck is this generation's Paul Harvey. He is.
Oh, I love Paul Harvey.
He is R&M. That's such a good day. It's such a great comparison. Thank you for sharing your mornings with us, jerks. Extra 1 cent for the last penny minted.
I know. I can't believe pennies are done.
It's weird,
it's crazy.
Huh? Michelle Boyd. Hello, beautiful lady. Seeing you
two together
makes me miss my bestie that passed in 2019. Daisy, your hair looks amazing. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. I was telling her I'm in that in-between phase where it's like there are like 2 days a week where I'm just like, I'm going to cut it off.
And I'm like,
because I'm
"Don't."
like mid, like the mid level. I'm not long yet and I'm not short. I'm in between. And it's like, oh my God, it's the worst length ever. But thank you. Thank you. Are we
All right,
done?
we gotta
Are
go.
we done?
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
gotta go.
We're bringing it in, you guys.
We're actually
bringing
bringing it in.
We're bringing it in, you guys. Oh, she always messes up my glasses. Okay.
Sorry.
you guys have the best Thursday.
Wait, don't forget about Scott. Be here tomorrow at 8
Oh,
a.m.
that's right. Because Scott Jennings interview.
Scott Jennings is
tomorrow.
going to premiere at 8 a.m. our normal showtime
Yes.
tomorrow. So be here as usual.
And it's a great interview. You guys
So
don't miss it.
good.
You just don't miss it. It's really, really good. It's always good with him. And he's just wonderful. It's a great interview. So be here or be square.
And then we'll be back as normal.
We'll be back on Monday. Yeah, everything will be back to normal on Monday, and the whole world, like life, will be back to normal on
Hopefully.
Monday, right?
Crossing fingers.
Yes.
Knock some wood about that.
Right? Everything will be back to normal on Monday. You guys have a wonderful day tomorrow and a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you Monday. Bye.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.
And so, like, we have